Hey everyone, it's Ryan here. So about an hour and a half ago, Survivor Series 2019 just finished. I kind of, with like all these night shifts, I've done 6 night shifts in a row. I've just been tired non-stop. I accidentally fell asleep during the first hour of it. So I went back to start from the beginning. So basically, I avoided social media. Unfortunately, I didn't do a predictions video or stream to do with it because, again, like just being that tired, just not had the time or the energy to make those sort of videos. I'm still like a bit tired now, but I've got to try and stay up for like another hour or so. But I basically just wanted to say, after watching it, I thought it was a really solid show, like very good. So NXT has definitely been put on the map now. So hopefully more people will tune into NXT to watch that, because now they've got the prime example of, all these superstars and just how good they are. You had the Pete Dunne and Adam Cole was an amazing match. You had the triple threat, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles and Roderick Strong. You had, I think the best match for me was the men's Survivor Series. The women's Survivor Series was really good. I feel like the men's Survivor Series probably should have main evented over the triple threat women's champions match. I don't know if they're trying to just do it because of this whole first time ever thing, or like apart from the team matches, that was the one that sort of had the most build going into it. Because I think like that match was good, but it just wasn't like it had to follow Brock and Ray and the men's tag match, so it kind of like soured down towards the end, unfortunately. Whereas I think it was like, if that went on like third to last, and then it was Brock and Ray, and then it was the men's Survivor Series match, I think that would have ended it on a much better note. And especially with the way the men's match ended, you could have just had it that way and been on, because unfortunately what they've done is Becky is now just become this sort of like sore loser babyface. So Shayna wins at the end by making Bayley tap out. Becky's been like thrown into the announce table, like lying down there. As Shayna's celebrating, Becky gets up, trips her, and then sends her through a table. And she goes, "Hey, I'm still the champ." Blah blah blah. It's like, but you lost. It's like, why are you celebrating? Do this whole, "Hey, look at me, I'm a loser, but cool, I'm still champion." It's like, it just doesn't, like, that as an ending was a bit of a sour taste, I think, which is why I said I preferred that if they left it to the men's Survivor Series being the main event, because the way that one ended, with like Roman Reigns showing Keith Lee this like sign of respect, because basically that match made Keith Lee. Everyone's watching it, everyone wanted him to win. I think one downside some people had was Walter was the first to go. Like that start, like there's so many times in that match where the three people that were facing off, it was like, oh my god, I want to see more of this. So like you had Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Walter. It was like, that was amazing. And then they had Ricochet, Shorty G, and Matt Riddle. That was brilliant. That was a technical masterclass in its own. There was a whole dissension in the ranks between Corbin and Roman, which was the build-up for the entire story. But pretty much the build-up for the match, like going it like the weeks leading up to it. Raw was very solid. In the backstage segment, Seth Rollins questions Kevin Owens' loyalty because he showed up for Team NXT, well, Team Ciampa at War Games the night before. He says, basically, he's like, look, basically the reason I did that last night was to get revenge on the Undisputed Era. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love NXT, but basically Raw because NXT doesn't need Kevin Owens, but Raw desperately needs him, so I'm a Raw guy. And then he starts questioning Seth's loyalty as well, because of the whole Shield. And then you get into the match, there's a bit where I think it's Ciampa and Shorty G are both on the floor, and he gets on the top to do a frog splash, and he literally contemplates, do I go for Ciampa or do I go for Shorty G? And then after like 10 seconds or so, he goes for Shorty G, because basically he's still loyal to NXT in a way. Like you see, like Ciampa in that match as well, the reactions he has on his face is great. Like there's one where I think Seth attacks a SmackDown superstar. I think Corbin attacks Mustafa Ali or something. Well, basically, like, someone attacks someone on their own team and then leaves them to thingy to take care of. And Ciampa has this look on his face like, did that actually happen? Like, yeah, like it's brilliant. Riddle's really good in the match. Ciampa's really good in the match. Keith Lee was amazing in the match. It kind of got annoying to me when it got to like the last four and Roman was the only one on SmackDown. And I was like, oh, that's where Roman's going to win. Because they kept pointing out the fact, if NXT win this match, they win the show. And obviously they weren't going to do that until the end. So I was like, Seth's definitely not winning. But I thought it would have come down to Ciampa and Roman. But I was very excited when it came down to Keith Lee and Roman. The two kickouts they have at the end are like that close. That fucking close to being three. Which like was genuinely brilliant. Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio. Again, when it comes to Brock versus smaller people at places like Survivor Series and Royal Rumble and everything, he puts on an amazing match. Like the story in this was Rey immediately goes for the lead pipe. Brock manages to stop him for a bit. He's teasing like, "Oh, go on, you can get it, go on." And then Dominic comes out trying to throw the towel. And Brock's literally stood there with the lead pipe, like, that towel's not going to work. Like, Drew grabs the towel, throws it away. He's like, no, you're not making this, you're not stopping it this way. Rey low blows Brock Lesnar, and then Dominic low blows Brock Lesnar, and then they both basically, Rey gets a lead pipe, Dominic gets a steel chair, Brock falls on the rope. They both hit a 619. Like, Dominic even hits a 619. I thought it was brilliant. Both hit frog splashes. They both cover Brock. Brock kicks out. And then they both go to climb up again. Brock grabs Dominic, hits him with German suplex. Rey goes to jump on him. Brock catches him, F5, and that's how he wins. Fiend and Daniel Bryan, again, very similar concept, where it was like Daniel Bryan was constantly attacking the Fiend. It wasn't doing much damage. Like, Fiend would recover. There'd be moments where you think he would have won. And then eventually the Fiend eventually wins. Again, it was a really solid match. Like I said before, Adam Cole and Pete Dunne was a brilliant match. Survivor Series was very solid this year. Probably could have changed the main event, but other than that, pretty much good matches all the way around. What else was that? Oh, there was a couple of things that, like, when I was watching the pay-per-view, it did annoy me, but looking back on it, it sort of makes sense. I don't know if CM Punk chants are now their version of bullshit or something, because they had it when Walter was first eliminated, everyone just started chanting CM Punk. Like, I don't know if that's their way of saying that we disapprove this without obviously saying bullshit. But then I sort of look back and I was like, oh, they are in Chicago, so that probably makes sense why people are chanting CM Punk. Because I was sort of sat there, I was like, oh, this is a really good match. Why are people chanting CM Punk? What's the point? But then that's probably why. But yeah, so just to end it now, because it's been about 8 minutes and I didn't want to make it too long. Like I said, Survivor Series, great match. Well, great match, great show. A lot of brilliant matches on there. I'm very excited to see what happens on basically Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. See what happens. Well, it's going to be Roman and Baron still, I guess. But I'm excited to see how Raw handles losing, because they pretty much lost entirely. I think NXT won 4, SmackDown won 2, and Raw won 1. So we'll see what they do on Raw. NXT, they can celebrate the fact that they've won. Obviously, they can go on with the rest of their feuds, not have to worry about invading Raw and SmackDown all the time. And then SmackDown, we'll see. But like I said, it's a really good show. Like, I was very happy that I decided to try and watch the rest of it rather than go back to sleep. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry I haven't uploaded for a while. Like I said, with these night shifts, they've been wearing me out. I've not had the energy to do anything. So I'm going to try and get back to doing stuff on a regular basis. I've still got a Mixer stream to upload, which is ironic because I'm now wearing all this PlayStation stuff. They had a Black Friday sale on, so that's why I've got all this. I actually quite like it. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video before I continue to ramble on. And I shall hopefully see you in the next one. And be sure to add me on all the social medias, which I'll put in the description. But yeah, like I said, hopefully see you in the next one. Right, bye.